Send one time, send two times, send three times, then you out. Niggas will do anything for the clout. Niggas will do anything in the drought. That's why they life be hanging in doubt. If you don't know, put your hand on your mouth. I watch niggas get sift right out. Now they like, damn, what I'm gonna do now? I speak scripts every time I talk. This path narrow, gotta watch how I walk. Why my people tryna see me fall? How this girl making me go off? Fuck, I'ma give my strength to a broad. Fuck, I'ma give my strength to a chick. Yahweh told me don't fuck with a witch. That explains why you niggas be simps. I had to go be a man. Now I just follow the plan. This life you don't understand. You worry about flipping the gram. You worry about catching a bag. Sorry, that shit won't last. Had to leave that in the past. Man, I'm so sick of this mask. Done with Esau rules. No, I'm not getting a jab. Y'all chose a life of fools. Why would I be mad? I gave you the truth, you just wouldn't take it. I had to get out. Was caught in the matrix above all people. I'm far from basic. I had to be patient, right? Now I'm just flowing.
That's right. Yeah. All praise and glory and honor to our power, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. Yeah, it's your brother Taza. Y'all come back at y'all with another chopper. Right? Appreciate y'all. Shout out to me, Israel, real deal. You know what I mean? Today we're going to go into the Sabbath, man. It's very important that we keep this Sabbath, man. Straight like that, man. It's important to keep all the commandments, right? But the Sabbath day is, to y'all Christians, the Sabbath day is even a part of the 10 Commandments, right? When you go to church, they tell you to keep the 10 Commandments, but they don't tell you about the 10 Commandments. Because I speak for myself, I've never heard Christianity or a Christian pastor tell me to keep the Sabbath, right? Now, I know the Seventh-day Adventists, they keep it, but I grew up in a Baptist church. Now, one time, do I remember the pastor talking about, today the Sabbath day, or, this day is the Sabbath day, make sure you keep it, blah, blah, blah. Never was taught that by my pastor, my parents, nobody. Now, I have talked to a couple of Christians, and they say that Jesus is the Sabbath, which that don't really, Jesus is the word, but Jesus kept the Sabbath too. But they try to say Jesus is the Sabbath, so we ain't got to keep it no more. Just like Christians try to say he nailed the, he nailed the commandments to the cross, so we don't got to keep the commandments no more. Like he died for our sins, so we ain't got to keep it no more. That's Christianity, man. Nowhere is that in the Bible. Straight like that. And we just going to get into it. I ain't even going to hold y'all too long, Israel. Let's just jump right into it. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 23. Start from the top, right? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Straight like that. So, whole time, you got to keep the Sabbath, man. The first 5 books of the law, so everything written in those first 5 books is what the Most High gave to Moses. Like I said, and the Lord spake unto Moses, and Moses was supposed to speak to the children of Israel, right? So you're supposed to keep the Sabbath day, right? 6 days you work, 7th day you rest. He had to tell us that because us being greedy or just whatever you want to call it, we'll just keep going and going and going. You know what I mean? But he said you got to rest, shorty. And when you rest, give me that glory type. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You so caught up in your flesh doing what the flesh want to do. Nah, rest, chill, you know what I'm saying? And praise me, right? That's why Christ even said the Sabbath was made for man, right? Like he did that for you. It's for your own good, right? You know what I mean? But back on top of the Sabbath, keeping the Sabbath is a commandment, right? So let's go back. Because somebody might say, how do you keep the Sabbath, right? Let's go to the book of Exodus, chapter 35. Right, start from the top. And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said unto them, These are the words which the Lord hath commanded, that ye should do them. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. Straight like that. Right? So whole time, that's basically the main rules of the Sabbath, right? Can't light no fire. You know what I mean? Not supposed to do no servile work, right? And no buying and selling. You can't buy or sell either. You feel what I'm saying? So whole time, I will say that we in captivity, right? So We practicing the righteous acts. You might have a job where you can't get off on this day or blah, blah, blah. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't say, just quit your job. If through the Spirit, if you can get, take off. But if you can't, I wouldn't say quit your job, right? Because we is in captivity. You feel what I'm saying? So when you're in captivity, you job subject to your slave master. Like even when you read the scriptures, it was times where we was in captivity like now, and we had to basically go hide and keep our holy days and keep the commandments. You feel what I'm saying? Because through the Spirit, we serve the Lord, but we understand we're in captivity too, right? And that's why He delivered us from Egypt. Remember I ain't gonna get too deep in it, but when He delivered us from Egypt, He said, "Let my people go so they may serve me." You know what I'm saying? In fullness, basically paraphrasing. You feel what I'm saying? So, like Judges 5, I think 5 and 11 say, like, we practicing the righteous acts in the land of our captivity. You feel what I'm saying? And Most High know if you sincerely trying or not. So you talking about you got to work on the Sabbath, and you like, I'm hungry, and you still buy something, you going off because you ain't got to do that. You can fast. Or you talking about, well, my kid's hungry, so I got to light this fire and cook. You going off. You better eat some cereal, right? Like the Most High, man, hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. Let's just get an example real fast. Matter of fact, let me prove that the law of Moses is, in fact, the law of God. You know what I'm saying? It's the book of Sirach, chapter 24, and verse 23. Because somebody say the law of Moses, it's not the law of God. It says, all these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High God, even the law which Moses commanded for inheritance unto the congregations, unto the congregation of Jacob. Because according to Psalms, I think 147, He showed His word to Jacob, right? So that just proved that the law of Moses is God's law, right? All right, now let me show you how important it is to keep this Sabbath, right? Let's go to Numbers. Let's go to Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38, because you already seen it said that you should be put to death, right? Let's just get into it. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 32, right? And it says, and while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day. And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation. Now that's real love right there. That's real love right there. The scriptures say, if you love your brother, you're going to rebuke him, which rebuke means correct, right? So somebody might say, well, no, they snitching on him. Nah, they not going to the white man saying nothing. They going to his brother, telling him like, yo, he committing sin, shorty. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we don't deal with that. We serve God, and you want to commit sin? Nah, you need to get yourself together. Straight like that. That ain't snitching, shorty. That's rebuke. That's real love. Right? It's a difference. All right, so 34. And they put him inward because it was not declared what should be done unto him, which they threw him in jail. Like they put him in captive for real. Right? They held him captive. Verse 35. And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall be surely put to death. All the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp. Straight like that, man. They say, hey, he broke the Sabbath. That's a sin unto death. Right? Verse 36. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died as the Lord commanded Moses. This is the Lord that we serve through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? He healed, he killed, right? He make alive, right? Everything that may happen, the Most High do it. I'm trying to tell you, man. Verse 37, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, which means forever, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments and be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. And I am the Lord your God. Straight like that. He brought you out of the land of Egypt so you can serve him in fullness and sincerity. Because under captivity, he already knows it's going to be difficult for you to serve him. He already knew that. You see what I'm saying? Just like we're in captivity now, like it might be a little difficult. It's not grievous, but like I said, just the example of going to work for real. You see what I'm saying? Like through the spirit, you know, we go by the lunar Sabbath. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't gonna get into that topic, but long story short, I be working on the Sabbath. So I pray the Most High have mercy on me. But however, we in captivity. You see what I'm saying? So the only way to get around that is for me to have enough days to take off, right? Or quit my job. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta use wisdom, and we are in a grace period, and just hope the Most High have mercy. And Lord willing, He see that I'm practicing the righteous acts in sincerity, though. And like brothers willing to die for these commandments for real, like in the book of Maccabees, right? All right, so stay on top. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, Israel. Let me go to the book of Psalms. Let me see, chapter 37. And let's go to 28. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Like, so the Lord loves judgment, man. Don't be thinking that, well, it's all right, it's all right if I don't keep the Sabbath, or it ain't that important. Well, Christ just said, love God and love your neighbor. Don't even know on that breakdown, though. You know what I'm saying? Love God is keeping these commandments, man, according to 1 John, right? Loving your neighbor is rebuking him, making sure he keep the commandments, like we just brought out. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta get the correct breakdown of what y'all talking about, man. Salat. Let me go back to the book of Exodus, though, and just show y'all that, man, it's in the 10 Commandments. The book of Exodus chapter 28. Salaki, the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. And then he go into it. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy maidservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that it in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath and hallowed it. Straight like that. So that's one of the commandments, man. You're supposed to be keeping that. Straight like that, man. So let me get a couple more. I'm going to go back to the book of Psalms. It's a lot. 119. Right. And let's go to 165. It says, great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Straight like that. When you love these law, statutes, and commandments, they not going to offend you, shorty. Yeah, that means you keeping these commandments to the best of your abilities, you're not going to feel offended. Right? That's just like me, for example. Like, through the Spirit, Lord willing, I'm keeping these commandments to the best of my abilities. If somebody try to condemn me, like, oh, you going to work on the Sabbath, though. Through the Spirit, I know I'm keeping these law, statutes, and commandments to the best of my abilities, like I just brought out. You feel what I'm saying? I know that I got to use also wisdom to know that, I got a family to take care of and blah, blah, blah. I'm not ready to quit my job. You see what I'm saying? Just to so-called prove a point to somebody, right? Now, like I said, Lord willing, the Most High had mercy on me, because obviously we're supposed to keep the commandments to the best of our ability. You see what I'm saying? But if I know I can't take off, you feel what I'm saying, then I pray about it and I keep the rest of the rules. Like I said, don't buy and sell. You see what I'm saying? No fire, no cooking. Basically, you see what I'm saying? No light, no fire. You know what I mean? Keep the rest of practice the righteous acts. You see what I'm saying? Hey, the Most High, man, he ain't playing for real. And if I like Paul said, if I felt like, I'm risking my salvation by, going to work and it's the Sabbath for real, then hey, maybe I would quit the job and say, forget everything, the Lord, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, we gotta use wisdom too. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, and in no way, shape, or form, I'm trying to act like going to work is more important than the Most High. In no way, shape, or form. You feel what I'm saying? I just want to keep that clear, right? All right, 2 more, Israel. Let me go to the book of Isaiah, right? It's a little new app I'm trying out for real. Let me go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 44. And let's go to verse 18. They have not known nor understood, for he hath shut their eyes that they cannot see, and their hearts that they cannot understand. Straight like that. Some people ain't just gonna get what we bringing out. Some people ain't gonna understand what I'm bringing out. Like, hold up. So you on one end you say you trying to keep the commandments, then on the other hand you say you're just gonna go to work and forget the commandments. Like, anybody can say anything through the Spirit. You feel what I'm saying? That's why your job is to keep the commandments and stay on that narrow path, which is narrow means difficult, right? But like the scripture just said, for real, a lot of people, they're not going to get it for real. The Most High shut their eyes that they cannot see and their hearts that they can't understand. You feel what I'm saying? Straight like that, man. A lot of people not going to understand about keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why 2/3 got to get cut off and be born in the kingdom. You feel what I'm saying? They're not going to get it. A lot of people not going to get it, man. One more, Israel. Salat, one more. Let's go to the New Testament. It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 4. Salat. Chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like the Christ said, my sheep hear my voice. So what I'm bringing out, it should resonate with your spirit if you are his sheep. Straight like that. I'm only reading the scriptures. You know what I mean? If it don't resonate with your spirit, then hey, the Most High might not be dealing with you on the right hand side. He control all things, so he dealing with you, period. But what side you on? Is you on the left hand side with Satan, or you on the right hand side with Jesus Christ? Right? Whose real name is Yahushua. That's what you need to ask yourself. Straight like that. And if you're on the right hand side, keep the Sabbath, Israel. Right? I mean, if you keep the Friday, Saturday Sabbath, man, just keep the Sabbath, man. Right? And if you want to know to keep the Lord's Sabbath, hey, we got plenty of videos on the lunar Sabbath. You feel what I'm saying? Keeping these Sabbaths with the moon, right? Because the moon was given to us for feasts and seasons and so forth. Yeah, man. But all praise and glory and honor to our power, Yahweh, Shem Shah, Israel. Appreciate y'all. Y'all love me, Israel. Real deal. Keep the Sabbath, man. Keep all these commandments, right? Until next time, DTA. Shalom.